Sorry guys, I was looking for Peter, but now I can see him here. That is why I was going off. So I'm joining him right away. Sorry for going offline and coming on and on and on. Sorry about that. Hi, Peter.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
The network is crazy.
Really, I can imagine. Oh, so sorry about the network.
Oh
But
no,
we
we
we're all
expected.
here for you.
So how are you?
I'm good. What about you? How are you doing?
I'm great. A little tired, but I'm good.
Well, tired. I can see you're stressed. Is it because of your work you're doing?
Yeah. Oh, I see there's people joining us already.
Yes, there's a lot of people joining us, and I'm so amazed. I'm so amazed. I'm so happy. I thank you all for joining. Anyway,
Okay.
so they already know you're an actor based on our flyer. So I want you to officially introduce yourself to my people here. Who is Peter? Who is Peter?
Okay. Well, my name is Peter Armand Boyo. I'm
Yes.
an actor, a model, a brand ambassador. But in my career, I'm a filmmaker. I studied cinematography in New York, and
Okay.
I'm also an ambassador for peace because I always believe in um, helping out the underdog, so to say. So I deal with social issues. My
Okay.
main focus is child protection, or I'm a child advocate, let's put it that way. And I
Wow.
also fight for, raise awareness for human trafficking. But in my other time, I act in movies, I direct, I produce, I write scripts. I also model, and I'm a brand ambassador for some brands like Douglas and Briggs, which is a clothing brand,
Oh,
Anjorin Couture, Anjorin Foundation.
okay.
Um, so there's a lot of things I do.
I can see that. There's a lot of
And,
things.
and I'm the latest brand ambassador for COVID-19 initiative by,
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So that one brings me to the next question. Um,
okay.
you saw Good Morning News in collaboration with Modern Africa, and we were trying to come up with a campaign awareness. What triggered you to join? Is it because you were a brand ambassador or you just decided to join?
No, no, no. Okay. A friend of mine, Ben Affleck, who's an actor,
Yeah.
okay, posted the COVID-19 campaign, Modern Africa and Good Morning News was doing. And at that same time, I was trying to start my own campaign, but I had
Okay.
been doing it like sporadically. I would do some today, and then 2 weeks 3 days, I would do another one. And at that very moment when it came, I was thinking, okay, how do I start doing this? And I just said, this is like divine intervention. I don't
Wow.
believe coincidences. I believe things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
And then when I reached out to you and the reception was like immediate, I said, yes, this is it. And I know you didn't want to take it so big, but I think it's a global thing. And so many people are interested.
I was actually surprised because actually initially we were just doing it for family and friends,
Yes.
just two people. But all of a sudden I told Phil that look, this thing is going international because it looks like it's going global. So I was like, wow, amazing,
It is
amazing.
because when I posted the first one, everybody was like my followers and on my WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram were like, I want to do one too. I was like, hold on. It's not me personally.
So really,
Yeah, I want to be part
all
of
the
it.
way from Ghana.
Yes. And they were like, okay, how do I get involved? Do we send money? Is it raising funds? I said, we're creating awareness. like, okay, let me reach out to Good Morning News and Modern Africa and see if they'll
Like,
include
would,
people. And
yeah.
then the more people saw it, the more they want to become involved. And it's raising a lot of awareness because, okay, for instance, we had the Queen from New Jersey, I believe. She's a frontline worker. And
Yes.
she just posted it, as you know, recently.
Good.
So we've had people from all over.
I was just amazed. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Because this thing, we were just doing it. It was just us. It was just for family. We didn't know it would go that way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because
that,
sometimes when you start something and you think it's going to be small, you don't know
yeah,
that your message is what people have been waiting for.
it's
Do you
true.
understand?
It's
Yeah.
true. So, and also, I remember a friend told me that good brand sells. So I realized that the way the thing looked, it attracted.
Very attractive.
Like everybody sees us like, oh, I want some. Oh, I
Yes.
want that. I want to join. I want to join. And I realized that wow, this thing is really going. Wow, and it's
I must say the graphics is what attracted me first. Because once
sure.
you see the graphics, you just like pop. And then you start
Big
reading.
as to
There was some
big
green.
as to Phil J.
Yes.
See, he has
Phil
to
J,
write
yes,
that.
Phil. And he's quick. I call him Magic Fingers too, because I already have a Magic Fingers, but I'm giving him Magic Fingers Junior. Yeah.
So let's do a little bit about your movie life. How many
Okay.
years have you been in the movie industry?
Huh. Let me clear my throat in that one.
Ah, I like that.
Okay. Um, I don't really know how long I've been because it's always been part of my life.
Okay.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been into movies, and I always tell people these stories. Do you know the story of Alice in Wonderland,
Yes, yes, yes.
where she
Wait,
goes into the TV and everything?
it's
So,
true.
so when I was little, I used to go to the back of the TV to find out where the entrance was to go into TV. And I thought that's how you went into TV. So for like a few years, nobody knew, but I used to ask my mom, I want to go inside the TV. How do I get in there? So I would go in the back, I would look, I would just sit wondering for ages. So it kind
Ooh,
of, yes, so it kind of stuck on me. And then as a little kid, I used to put on plays with my friends, and I would say, you do this, you do this, you do that. And I didn't know I was directing. So when I went to university, I first studied um, architecture, then business. I was like, no, 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 I want to do my passion, which is cinematography. So
wow.
in between them, I was always doing stage and dancing. And so
Okay.
I would say my whole life I've been in the movie industry,
Wow.
well, in
Wow.
entertainment.
Wow.
But
Wow.
in Africa, 10 years.
Oh, okay. But beyond Africa is over.
Mm-hmm. Some,
Please,
you know, yeah.
I don't want to disclose your age here, though. I don't want anybody to know how old you are now.
Adult.
So if you are to rate African movie and the African movie industry and also um, Nollywood, do you think African movie is getting to the Hollywood level? What do you think? Like pen or do you? I like that you just cleared your throat again.
um, I think we have the potential, but we
Okay.
don't have the means. That's how I put it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I don't like to dog African movies because if we had what Hollywood has, I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, we'll make some fantastic movies because a lot of the movies, besides the ones you see in the cinema, are done out of pocket. So it's like a lot of butter. Just act for me, I'll act in your movie. And
It's
sometimes there's no money, just do it for me and let's just put it out there. So we don't
true.
have the resources, but the products are out there. And you can imagine with little or nothing, we bring out these movies. So can you imagine if we had the funds, the resources, the props, the
It's true.
materials? So we're getting there. We have the potential, but we need support.
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
It's true. So, as an actor, during this COVID season, how is it affecting you? all the things that you've done, how is it affecting you? Because I
Um,
think it's really
yeah.
affecting you.
Right now, we're not working in
Yeah,
some cities and some states.
yeah,
We're not allowed to work in most places because if you work, they will shut you down because of the COVID and because
yeah.
acting films is an intimate business. You understand? Okay, for instance, you're shooting a scene in a bedroom or in a living room, and because we don't have constant power, there's generators going on around, so you have to close all the windows and turn
Mhm.
off the AC because of your sound. So you have
Yeah,
like the crew and the actors, maybe 10 people in a small enclosed room sometimes, and you're exchanging the same air and there's close proximity. So it's going to change the way filmmaking is done because we're going to have to like cut down on the crew or who's on actually on set. So if you're
so
not needed on set, you can't be there. And the crew probably have to wear face masks because there's too much interaction. And then the actors too. How do we keep actors safe? If you have an intimate scene, do you understand? Because so we're going to probably change the way filmmaking is done. We're going to have to test people on set, have the temperature thing, and
yeah.
I don't know. It's
Wow.
changed. Yeah.
Then it's going to be something else because you have to go through that. Uh, because honestly, I feel like how frustrating it will be when you're going on set and as like you have to go through all this temperature check and all this stuff. That will be your thought. What if there's a kiss?
Oh,
You
uh-huh.
know?
So how do we do that? Okay,
How
I
do
remember when there was HIV pandemic. This was
okay?
back in the days. Everybody was scared of HIV, and we used to think if you touch someone, you get it. So it's the same thing. We're still studying COVID. It's still a new
Okay.
disease, so we don't know yet how you can get it or you can't. And there's people that are asymptomatic. We don't know. They're just carrying
Mm,
it and they're not getting sick. So how do we? It's a big question, but I think it's a learning process. I don't know if
yeah.
we'll be kissing anymore in movies. It might be like the Bollywood Indian movies where they don't kiss but they have kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Peter, what is keeping you busy now?
Sorry, the line went off.
Uh,
What do you
what is keeping you busy now that you're not working, you're not doing a whole lot of things? What is keeping you busy? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, the line went blank. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
So I'm
what's
saying
keeping
now
me
that you're
busy?
working, yes, what is keeping you busy?
Well, I'm doing a lot of writing because I write. I have two scripts
Okay,
I was commissioned to do. I'm also doing
okay,
online branding,
all
um,
right,
mentoring my school kids that I work with, and
okay,
we're doing the COVID promotion. I mean, I go out once in a while. Like yesterday, we went out to give out masks with Anjurin Foundation, face masks to
okay,
kids because and
wow,
they're made for kids, the little sizes. And
okay,
the other day we had Children's Day. We had an online webinar, so we're
yeah.
keeping busy and hoping for the best.
So how soon do you think COVID will vanish, run off the whole world? How soon? Or do you think it's going to stay?
COVID is not going anywhere. Let's not kid ourselves. We have to learn to live with it, like we live with measles and smallpox, chickenpox, whatever. We just pray there is some vaccine or medicine or something, and then we also hope for us to acquire antibodies to keep us from getting infected or reinfected. So I don't think it's going away like anytime soon. I don't want to. I mean, I'm not saying this as an expert. I'm just giving my own opinion, but I don't think it's going away. We have to learn to live with it.
Okay, someone is asking you. that he wants to know how about your orphanage? How your
Okay.
how your orphanage work? Okay.
Yes, I work with some children in like the destitute home and physically challenged kids and orphanages. Right now, there's no physical contact, but we're still doing little palliatives that we can because we
Okay.
don't have any support from the government of some countries that we stay in. So individuals are doing palliatives or groups. So we're trying the little we can. Little goes a long way.
Okay. Okay. I hope your question is being answered.
I hope I answered the
That,
question.
I hope so. Anyway, let's do a little bit about character in a movie.
Okay.
So, what has been your worst character?
My worst character.
Yes, the one you
Um,
said, like what? This character is not so me. I just don't like this
okay.
character.
Well, as an actor, when you're hired or asked to do a show or a movie, you have to be the character. But sometimes you get character you don't feel challenging or excited about. And I played a king recently in a movie, and it was too normal. You know,
Okay.
I'm used to playing that guy or the crazy one or the voodoo doctor or something, that kind of thing. And it was just
Wow.
too normal for me. And I told the director,
Okay.
can I do something exciting? Like, no, you're a king. You're supposed to be calm. I was like, ooh. So that for me was very challenging.
Really?
I enjoyed the
Wow.
role, but just, mm.
So, did you? Let me ask this question because I believe that is what a lot of youth are going through. Those interested in movies. Um, Growing up, when you wanted to join this movie industry, did you face any challenge with your parents trying to say, hey, no, don't do that? I want you to be a
Mm.
doctor. I want you to be a lawyer, that they don't want you to be part of.
Mm. Okay. Let me say two things. First of
Okay,
all, I'm a twin, but I'm the last born, right? So
okay.
I have older siblings, and they're the ones that suffered all the hardship. Don't do this, don't do. By the time we came along, my parents were like, just go do anything you want. Do you understand?
Wow, oh,
and
that's so hard.
my and then my mother is also she was a nurse, but she's also a big influence in me because she was kind of into theater and singing and
Okay,
dancing. And my dad was into music. So it was easy for me to ease into filmmaking. I didn't get
so
much opportunity.
that's cool then, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so is Peter a Christian?
Sorry?
Are you a Christian?
Am I Christian?
Yes, we're going through some daring questions. Are you a Christian?
Oh, yes.
You are.
Yes.
Okay. So are you married?
Um, no.
Why?
Ah,
Oh, you
okay.
don't want
Continue.
to
Reading the questions. No, go ahead.
Okay, somebody is saying, what's your advice for the graduates of 2020, especially in this COVID time? Somebody wants to
What's
know
my
your advice. Yeah.
okay? My advice for graduates is we know you can't have your graduation ceremony and your proms and your parties and everything. And this is the time where the whole world, not just whatever country you are, the whole world is going through a phase. So it's when you come out of school, university, or high school or whatever, it's going to be difficult to get a job right off. But don't lose hope, because we will get through this and you will get all your accolades. So I know a lot of graduates are disappointed because they're like, so what's next? Nothing's going on. Regular people are losing their jobs or losing careers because there's no work out there. But don't lose hope, because there's more out there. There's a life out there.
Wow.
There was another
Wow.
question.
I hope you.
For how many years did
Others.
you, go ahead.
For how many?
Yeah, sorry.
How
So how
many years?
many years did
Like.
you work there? Good work on the orphanage. Thank you. Sorry, my okay.
Oh, don't worry.
All right.
Wow.
For how many years did
Wow.
I work where, please? Level GH. Go ahead, Adwoa.
So the issue is that. Hmm. I'm still back to my question.
Okay,
Why
am I
are
a Christian?
you
Why am I not
Why are
married?
you? Yeah. Or
I
is
had
it the
three
actor thing?
chances. Sorry?
Or is it the actor thing?
Am
Is
I
it the
what?
actor? Is it the
No, 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 it's not
actor?
the actor
act-
thing. Sometimes life gives you different,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I still want more. I want you to tell me more. So, like you.
No, but if the right person comes along, I'm open to it. I've had three near
Okay.
misses, so yes, why not?
Okay. Okay.
But people
So,
think actors and people in entertainment industry can't keep relationships, but we can. But the other person has to understand our line of work too. Sometimes it's
mm,
easier when you come from the entertainment industry, but
yeah.
sometimes it backfires because sometimes you start competing with each other, or
It's
things happen and you take it the wrong way. And then as someone in the industry, you have a lot of outside influences. So like you're married, your wife is somewhere, and all the guys are gawking at her, or your husband is on set and all the ladies. So it's
yeah.
difficult, but it's not a no-no.
Okay. But do you have kids? Do you have kids?
No.
No.
I have
Okay.
non-biological kids.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's
They're
fine.
my
So,
kids.
ladies, please, you have to hook up with Peter.
Okay.
Anyway, so what kind of advice can you give to youth out there that are interested in movies? What do you think? Because we have a lot of people that are very good. When I look at TikTok, when I joined TikTok, I saw some youngsters like I was like, wow, these people are really good. They can really act. You can set a camera down and do all these things, learn the lines like off head and act it out. And I believe I always tell my colleagues that if I'm a movie producer and I want to get new cast, I think I have to go to TikTok because there are a lot of talents there that I'm just wondering. So, what kind of advice
A lot
would
of
you
talent
give
where?
on TikTok?
TikTok,
TikTok,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, because see youngsters doing a whole lot of interesting like piece. You'll be wondering like what's this, but it's very nice. So, what
Uh,
advice will you give to um, youngsters out there that are interested in movies?
and what people, movie making is a passion. You have to have the passion for it, first of all. It's not something you do because you don't have any. Like when I audition people, I ask them, why do you want to act? And if they tell me, oh, because I don't have a job, or because then I'm like, you're disrespecting my industry. So you have to respect the industry. You have to
Yeah.
have passion because it's not easy. For everyone, there's 1,000 people ready to kick you to the curb.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
competitive. You, but if you're good and you have the drive and you have luck, because luck is very important, you can be the
Wow.
best actor or actress out there, and for the next 20 years you don't have a role, and somebody just comes along the first day and what they blow. So luck
Yeah.
too has to do with it. Knowing the right people, be seen, be heard, um, know and know what's going on. See and let people see you. Know and be known. And there's enough for all of us, but you have to be persistent. Don't give up hope. Be thick-skinned, because if you go for an audition and they tell you no and you think that's the end of the world, I'm sorry. Like my late brother used to say, I can go to 100 places and one place will say yes. So,
It's
you
sure.
know, so
Sure.
just keep at it. Don't think you can do it. You can do it. Young people out there, you can do it.
So, what do you say about social media now? Like, do you think people should trend more on social media, or they should just be using it to just do normal things? What do you think about social media? Like
Okay.
now that everything is now on social media, because I'm not seeing you now that I'll just say I'm coming to hold microphone and we'll sit behind the camera and we'll be talking and we'll finish, we'll go and edit and put it online. But we're just having our interview here. People are loving what we're doing, and we're having a lot of people here, and a whole lot of questions are being answered here. So, what is your take on social media?
Well, I always quote what Kim Kardashian said. It depends on what you use social media for. You can use social media to promote yourself, to promote your business, to gossip. And then there's some people that believe everything they see in social media. Remember,
Yeah,
it's social media. It's like TV or film. You can see what's in the frame, but you don't know what's around you. So always like do your research. If you get any news and you think it's fake, check. Then you can use social media to, and social media is a great connector. Can you imagine if we don't have social media? I won't be you. You're in Ghana. I'm in Nigeria.
yeah,
We're communicating. I
yeah.
spoke to my sister a few minutes ago in New York. I spoke to my brother in Atlanta, all because of WhatsApp and Instagram.
So,
And then the news, we get information, mass communication. If we didn't have social media, it would be me telling my neighbor something, and that's the end of it. I can call someone
yeah,
now and say,
yeah.
there's something. So it depends on what you use social media for.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you very much. I hope a lot of people are learning why we are using social media for our interviews today. Anyway, there's a
And oh, I
question for
forgot
you.
one thing. You can use social media for fun, like TikTok. Like
Yes, do.
I go to TikTok. I have a TikTok account, and that's where
Oh,
I do my crazy, funny stuff, and
wow.
really.
You know, TikTok is really time consuming, and also it's very fun to be there. I try most of the time that I'm free, but it's very fun, honestly. There's a question for
Oh,
you. There's a
sorry.
question for you. There's a question
Okay.
for you, Martha. She said, when you want to go into orphanage, what advice would you give? Like she wants to go into orphanage. So what advice would you give her?
When you want to go into orphanage, you mean now?
Like she wants to go into orphanage. So what advice? Like she
Okay.
wants to be a philanthropist.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if you're going into the orphanage or whatever you want to call it, it's a psychological thing because you're dealing with human lives. You're dealing with kids from backgrounds Some kids have been abandoned on the street. Some are children of incest. Some are children of rape. And that the parents, you know, maybe the mother died in childbirth, or the father, or the child is abandoned. So you're dealing with a lot of psychological aspects. So
Yeah.
it's not something you go into because you just want to go into it. So you have to be able to adapt and separate yourself from the emotion, so to speak, to
Yeah.
get what's
Yeah.
done, because orphanages are not easy. Most of them are self funded by. Um, can you hear me? The line
Yeah.
went
I'm
off.
sure it's the network.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're listening to you.
Okay.
So there's another. Are you done? Because the line went
Okay. A
off.
lot of orphanages. So, oh no, I'm continuing. I said you have to be able to cater to the needs of the children, because they need food, they need education, which is very important, and some of them need like medical help. Some need social skills, like if they're physically challenged or something. So it's not an
Okay.
easy business to go to, but it's very fulfilling, very rewarding. And when you look at those children and they look back at you with the love in their eyes, it's worth it. So if you want to go into it, I believe you should, but know what you're getting into.
Wow. 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 I hope, Martha, your question has been answered. Also, there is also another question for you. Okay, Livo is asking, was movie acting something you wanted to do since childhood?
Sorry?
Was movie acting something you wanted to do since childhood?
Oh, yes. Remember I told you in the beginning, I used to
Yeah,
want to enter into my TV from the back of it. Well, now all the TVs are flat screen, but before they had like that black thing in the back.
yeah.
And I used to look for the entrance. It's always been in me since I can remember. As a little kid, I've always wanted to be in the movies.
Wow, wow, wow. It looks like people don't want you to go. It looks like people are asking so much, saying, thank you,
Oh, go
Peter.
ahead. I'm ready to answer.
Say shout out to your people.
Oh, okay, I wasn't scrolling up. I'm sorry.
Yes, you should.
Oh. uh, Jerry, Jane said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't scrolling up. I see you all. Okay. If I didn't call your name, hello. I'm sorry. How are you, everybody? Go ahead, Adwoa, Kabal.
Okay, so I'm actually done with all that I wanted to know tonight on Set Right. And Peter, this is actually our maiden edition for this good initiative that we are bringing up. That I wish, like, it's going to be an entertaining. Um, Hello, are you there?
Uh,
Are you there?
yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I know you'll be wondering what is this TED right all about. These two people, Good Morning News and Modern Africa, is just all out of nowhere. We're bringing Set Right. Okay, basically, Set Right is an entertainment. Set Right is an entertainment show that will be bringing person. Peter, are you there? Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Network. That's what we suffer in Africa. Network.
Yeah, so I understand. I I just prayed they don't turn off our lights because Doomsaw is everywhere. I believe Doomsaw is in Nigeria too.
Network is terrible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I hear you now.
I was
You
I
said
was
you
just telling
created some.
you, I was just telling you about that right. What this section is all about. It's an
Okay.
entertainment, educative, and excitement show that we want to start on IG. That we thank you so much for being our first guest. We want to bring more initiatives, like we want to bring more personality to the show. So you are the
I'm
first
so
person
happy
to
to.
be
We've made
on.
history today. Thank you for
Somebody's
having
asking,
me.
somebody's asking, what type of movies do you do?
Oh, I do mostly cinema movies, but
Okay.
now delving into TV. Starting from this year, I act, I direct, and I write. So look for me on the little screen this year. So I'll be doing the cinema movies and the TV movies, and I
Wow.
work in anywhere in the world, so not just Nollywood.
I like that. Anywhere in the
I'm
world.
global
Wow.
citizen.
Wow. 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 I'm super
Okay.
excited to meet you. And I'm so
Thank you.
sorry,
Thank you.
guys. Uh, we have to end here. Do you have any question? Okay, quick, Peter, don't just go. Let's see if anybody has a question for you. If not, for the next 5 seconds, we will thank Peter for joining, and
MC
that will be it.
Filage. All right. Shout
We'll
out to
take
all my people
five
that tune
minutes.
on Good Morning News and Modern Africa Entertainment. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed being part of history. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. We enjoyed having you here. We thank you so much for your time. Nobody would do
Thanks.
what you did. So we are so grateful.
Thank you.
With
All
all
right.
your schedule, you still had time for us, and we are so grateful. Thank you
Thank,
so much. Thank
all right.
you. We love
All
you.
right.
Bye bye.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, this is the maiden edition of That's Right. It's going to be on and on and on and on and on and on and on till maybe Instagram freeze. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me see those who enjoyed it. Give me a high five if you enjoyed it. Give me a high five if you enjoyed it. High five if you enjoyed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway, thank you all for your time. Thank you all so much for your time. And I really, 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 really appreciate it. I'm so, so, so grateful. All those who turned up, I see you. I see all of you. I can't mention all those names. Oh my God. I can't mention. Okay. Mavis, I see you. Newton, I see you. Um, Martha, I see you. Press, I see you. Uh, See, I can't mention all these names, but me, Johnny, I see you. Samuel, I see you. I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for making this a reality. And grateful to you all. We are ending today's show, but we will be back next week with another great package that will blow your mind. So it's off now, but next week we will be back. So just stick and stay with Adwoa Genny on IG. Please do follow both Adwoa Genny and also Phil J because we brought up this whole initiative and we are so grateful. Thank you guys. Do enjoy your evening. Bye bye. Hey.